So I've got all the attack bike pieces here. First things first, we're going to glue all the halves together. So glue together these wheels, glue together the torso. Okay. And remember, we're going to glue on the backpack for this before we glue the guy on. Alright, so those two are glued together. Now you're going to take this piece here, the main piece of the bike, and this stand for the weapon. That's the first thing you're going to glue on. Dab of glue right there between the two feet rests. And it's shaped exactly like the bottom of this, so you can't really put it on wrong. Okay, now we're going to take these legs, glue them on, put a few dabs, a little dab on their feet and around this box on the bottom. And that slides and kind of fits right on there. Okay, next we've got this piece on the back, this backrest piece. We're going to go ahead and put some glue right around this bottom, like kind of arc here. And this goes onto this piece here, right behind the legs. It fits right in. There's that. Now we got this wheel. Put a little dab of glue on there. And this is going to slide right on to this peg. And then we'll take this piece. This is the wheel guard. Put a little bit of glue right around the here. As it goes right next to this tire. Right next to this wheel. And it fits right on. There's that. Okay, glue the backpack on. Actually, this guy doesn't even have a backpack, so I guess we don't have to do that. So glue this torso on. I guess they realized with this one that this backpacks don't fit too well. Glue the head on. Now I'm using a multi-melta. You want to make sure you glue on this extra piece here before you put it on the model. And these little dots that go around, these little sectioned off parts, goes facing the front of the gun. Okay, so you've got all that on there. Put a dab of glue right here on this piece, the first piece you glued on, the little stand. That's the stand for this rail. Put the rail on. Next you're going to glue on these arms. Put a little glue in the torso. Slide these arms right over there. And while they're still wet, you want to clip on this gun and make sure that they're lined up to where they need to be. So that's where those arms need to be. This is one thing you actually kind of you might have to wait for it to dry. I'm going to go ahead and glue this gun on. Put a little glue there, a little glue on this gun holder. Okay, I just had to wait for a little bit of this to dry. I'll just put the two dabs of glue on here for the shoulder pads, and we'll be almost done. Okay, so this is what this thing here looks like when it's finished. And now, this to me is one of the best, like the sweetest thing about this, is how these guys go together. You've got your bike. If you look under here, you've got this piece here, and this stuff. So you're going to take this piece here, and this lines up right like that, and that's how that glues on. So if you want to, you could just drill a hole straight through both of these, put two magnets on it, and you've got the option for a bike or an attack bike. But that fits on perfectly right there. That just glues right on. So I've got some glue on there. And presto. Okay, so we've got our attack bike here with the multi-melta. And we've got our bikes, our sergeant with a power sword, bikes, melt-a-gun bike. Let me put these in 2 rows. I gave 2 of my bikes melt-a-gun. Alright, so this is the bikes that came in the battle force. My squad's going to be running 7 guys. The 7th I already have with the melt-a-gun there, so there are the bikes.